The first thing we're going to be looking at is creating a template. What a template is, technically a job template. And what a job is a specific save file for your locality. Alright, so whenever you're doing a survey, it will be saved digitally into that file that you name, whatever job ad it is. So the first thing we're going to do up top here, somebody else is logged in. This is like the user login for the Trimble Access program. So if you've already logged in, you're good. If not, what you can do is select the top, and for a username, key in something like your rank and last name with one space. I usually do all caps, and this is my format for every TSE3. So if I ever hop on a TSE3, there's a good chance that I have some saved files in there that I can call back to, and I won't have to build everything again. But if that's not the case, I'm starting on this one. So username Sergeant Yo. I recommend that you don't put a password on these to help everybody else out. And that's all I'm going to do. Username, next, and finish. And it's applied up top. And now I can get into the settings and then the general survey portions. Now that you're logged in up top, you can actually go into the settings to build that job template. So in the settings menu, templates, we already have something in here. If you're not familiar with it, if you don't remember making it, you might as well just create a new one. So we're just going to make sure it's highlighted, press delete, and OK, or yes. And if I can do that to multiple items at a time. So once this is all cleared out, I'll select new. Again, the job template is meant for a job folder, and the job folder is meant to be for a specific locality. So it's good to do, let's say, a city and a state, or you could do a city, state, country, a number of ways that you could do this. So we'll just name it Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Then once that's named, down here in properties, we'll go and select coordinate system. Select from library and next. Then the system is UTM. The zone is 14 north. So if we look at this, there's a 14 north, the 14 south, the 15 north, the 15 south. And each number has a north and a south. All this means is it north or south of the equator? Traditionally with UTM, we're used to it being like 14 Sierra, Hotel, Foxtrot, whatever you have, right? But for this, it's just talking about the equator. So 14 north. The datum, horizontal datum, is going to be WGS 1984 7P. No geoid model, no vertical datum. So we'll go to the next page. The grids, or the coordinate is going to be grid. The project height is going to be 340. So this is going to be your rough elevation for the area that you're operating in, mean sea level. What this is actually doing is if you go to measure a point and it needs to calculate an elevation for some reason and it can't get it from your recordings, it will actually automatically attach 340 meters to it until you put it into post-processing and fix that. So it's more of a placeholder item, not a really big deal. So once that's in, we'll press store. Then down here in units, going to there. Looking at the left side, you got meters, mils, temperature. It's kind of user reference. You can do Celsius or Fahrenheit. You should probably do Fahrenheit. Grade, percent, area, square meters, height meters, pressure, millibars. Once that's good, we'll go to the next page. Volume, cubic meter. Sounds good to me. Go to the next page. Then looking at the left side, the first three, we're going to make sure they're to the thousandths place. Coordinate order is going to be easting, northing, elevation, laser VA, vertical angle. Looking at the right side, the top two are going to be to the thousandths place. The latitude and longitude is going to be degrees, minutes, seconds. And then the station display is going to be default at 1 plus 000.0. And lastly, the time format is going to be UTC with a date and a time, meaning universal time, so basically GMT. So press accept. And then we have three more options here: linked files, active map, and feature library. These are some more advanced options, some more in detail kind of things you can do to make sure you have this on each one of your job files. We're going to skip over these, go to the next page. Looking at Cogo settings, we'll select that. Our distances, grid chord, increase northeast, weight exponent 0.5, nothing for the mag deck. Averaging is going to be weighted, and we're going to ensure that sea level and advanced geodetic are checked and the other middle two are not. So once that's good, we'll press accept. And then again, we have additional settings, media files, reference, description, operator notes, exactly what it sounds like. Some more information that you can put in there to give yourself a warm and fuzzy. You could put your name as the operator, and for a description, created on this date. So when you pull this up again in a couple months, you can say, oh, I remember doing that and I did it well. Up to you. And once that's in, we'll press enter and accept. And there it is, our template, Fort Sill, Oklahoma. So now I can take this template when I actually get into making job files. I don't have to go through all those settings every time and verify that they're good because I made this template. So I can just make them as quick as possible. So I can go from an RD Astro as its own job into a one position angle as its own job. So once we have it here, we'll back out and exit these settings. That's it as far as creating a job template.